Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. This video ran is sponsored by Electrolytes Propel Water Beverage. Today's flavor is the grape. Earlier today at work, I tried the black cherry. You know how this works. Gotta take a sip of this to keep my anger in check. It's time to do a recap of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. I got 3 games to do a recap tomorrow. I'll let you guys know at the end of this rant. So starting with game 1. Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the first. Neither teams didn't score shit in the second inning. Red Sox scored 3 in the top of the third. Neither teams didn't score shit in the fourth and fifth inning. Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the sixth. Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the seventh and eighth. And the Red Sox scored 1 in the top of the ninth. Final score, Houston Astros 5, Boston Red Sox 4. Astros led the series 1-0. Now let's do a recap on game 2, if I can get to it. Red Sox scored 4 in the top of the first and in the top of the second. Neither teams didn't score shit in the third inning. Red Sox scored 1 in the top of the fourth. Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the fourth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the ninth, but it was not enough as they would fall to the Red Sox in Game 2, 9-5. The series was tied at 1. Here's a recap of Game 3. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first inning. The Red Sox scored 6 in the bottom of the second. Then they scored 3 in the bottom of the third. The Astros scored 3 in the top of the fourth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 5th inning. The Red Sox scored 2 in the bottom of the second. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 7th inning. The Red Sox scored 1 in the bottom of the 8th. And neither teams didn't score shit in the 9th inning. Final score, Boston Red Sox 12, Houston Astros 3. The Red Sox led the series 2-1. Now here's a recap of Game 4. Astros scored 1 in the top of the first. Red Sox scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th inning. Oh my God. Astros scored 1 in the top of the 8th. And they scored 7 in the top of the 9th. Final score, Houston Astros 9, Boston Red Sox 2. The series was tied at 2 apiece. Here's a recap of Game 5. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first inning. The Astros scored 1 in the top of the second. Neither team didn't score shit in the third, fourth, and fifth inning. The Astros scored 5 in the top of the sixth. Both teams scored 1 in the seventh inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the eighth inning. And the Astros scored 2 in the top of the ninth. Final score: Houston Astros 9, Boston Red Sox 1. The Astros led the series 3-2. Alright, I'm back. I had to take a phone call real quick. Now it's time to do a recap of this past Friday's Game 6 back at the Minute Maid Park here in Houston. So to start off in Game 6, Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the second. Neither teams didn't score shit in the second, third, fourth, and fifth inning. Astros scored 1 in the bottom of the sixth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the seventh inning. Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the eighth. And neither teams didn't score shit in the ninth inning. The Astros takes the W as they would beat the Boston Red Sox on Friday 5-0, and they won the American League Championship Series 4-2. The Astros are your 2021 American League champions. Oh my God. The Astros will go to the World Series on Tuesday to take on the Atlanta Braves. This will be the Atlanta Braves' first time in 22 years since they've been to the World Series. They beat the LA Dodgers 4-2 in the National League Championship Series. Wow. And I predicted for the Astros and the Braves to be in the World Series this year. And guess what? Much to my surprise, my prediction came true. I predicted to be the Astros versus the Braves, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So, I mean, big ups to the LA Dodgers, man. It's sad that they got eliminated to be in the World Series. I mean, they won the World Series last year. And it's sad that they're not going to the World Series this year. Reminds me of the Lakers getting eliminated from the playoffs last season. And they won the NBA Finals last year. Their first championship in over a decade, their 17th championship, and their first championship without the presence of Kobe. So Game 1 of the World Series is on Tuesday in Houston. Game 1 and 2 is on Tuesday and Wednesday here in Houston. Games 3 through 5 will be in the ATL. Game 5, if necessary, is on Halloween, huh? Oh, okay. Games 5 through 7, if necessary. Game 5 is in the ATL on Halloween. And Games 6 and 7, if necessary, is back in Houston. So we're going to see how this World Series is going to be this year. Last year is what? The Tampa Bay Rays and the LA Dodgers. And the Dodgers won that. Both LA teams won a championship last year. The Dodgers won last year's World Series and the Lakers won last year's NBA Finals. So I got to give LA props because they won championships last year for their city. And I definitely give them that. So congratulations Astros for winning the American League Championship Series. Now y'all go back to the World Series for the first time in 2 years. Your third appearance in the World Series in 5 years. And this will be the Braves' first time in 22 years since they've been to the World Series. I can't wait to watch this World Series. Well, that wraps up a recap of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Astros rant. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Leave your comment down below. And I'll catch you tomorrow for 3 rants. A recap of tonight's game between the Boston Celtics and the Houston Rockets, and today's game between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. But I'm going to do that in one full rant. A recap of tonight's game between the Memphis Grizzlies and the LA Lakers, and reminiscing 22 years of one of my favorite tag team matches. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin versus the New Age Outlaws from the October 25th, 1999 edition of Raw is War. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Congratulations and go Houston Astros.